Sir, ಈಗ ಒಂದು ತಾಲೂಕ್ ಶಿವಮೊಗ್ಗಲ್ಲಿ 58 ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಸಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಸರ್. What action is being taken in that?
नहीं, बिल्कुल नहीं है. सस्पेंड नहीं किया गया है. उनको थोड़ा रेस्पेक्ट रखने के लिए उन लोग को एग्जाम है. भाई आप लोग सब एग्जाम भरो. ये सब इसी तरह आप लोग सब बच्चा लोग के उम्र कम है, एग्जाम भरो. उन लोग ने ये नहीं किया तो उन लोग को थोड़ा सा डराने, एक छोटा सा ऐसे टीचर लोग बोलते हैं ना कैसे, उस टाइप का एक उन लोग को मनवी करके रिक्वेस्ट करके वो किया गया. किसी का ऊपर ये केस दर्जा नहीं किया, उनको सब घर भेजा गया है.
So they won't be suspended as such?
Nothing, man. कुछ नहीं हुआ.
So will they be taken back?
Yes, of course.
There is no suspension.
No suspension. The principal has openly said suspended. That's fine. Okay, I'm there.
Coming in after India Today reported that 58 students were suspended. The administration there saying that there is no suspension. It was almost like a warning to students, a verbal warning, in which they were told that if you will not go back to your studies, you will be suspended. It's the administration's clarification essentially that we're reporting on right now, that there is no written order of a suspension. It's just that students are protesting, and in order to ask them to go back to their studies, this sort of an oral suspension or oral order or threat almost was given out to students to scare them into going back to school and then studying, given that exams are around the corner. Nolan Pinto is with us for more on that. So there is no formal suspension, Nolan. In fact, the administration, they're clarifying that we almost will, it was almost like scolding them, asking them to go back to their studies or they're going to be punished, isn't it?
Very true, because initially in the morning after we broke this news, the DC said that nothing as such, even verbal suspension orders were not given. But as of now, after I spoke to the district in charge minister, K.C. Narayan Gowda, he says that yes, suspension, the word suspension was used, but that was not in your suspension form of way. It was basically because the students were not listening to the school authorities, to the principal. So he wanted them to stop protesting over there, keeping in mind section 144 has been imposed. Students are not allowed to protest. So he said, I'd suspend you, go back and until further notice. According to the authorities, it's basically that don't protest over here, your exams are around the corner, so head back home. So this was like a threat. This is now what the DC has also confirmed to us, and this is what the minister, district in charge minister for Shivamogga has also confirmed. But the word suspension was used, but it was used in a way of threatening the students because they were not listening to the principal and they were continuing to protest.
With us, we'll just come back to you for more on that. Just play out that soundbite, the reaction of the principal that has come in.
DYSP ಅವರು, ನಮ್ಮ ಉಪನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರು, SDMC ಸದಸ್ಯರು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಬಂದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಮನವರಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದರು. ಆದರೂ ಸಹ ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲ ಈ ಮನವರಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ನೀವು ಉಲ್ಲಂಘನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಮಗಳನ್ನು ಈ ಕಾಲೇಜಿನಿಂದ ಸದ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಸಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ.
There's a video bite that has been recorded of the principal during the situation protest. He has been heard saying that you have all been suspended. You can't come to the school from tomorrow, college tomorrow. It's on record, sir. So
no. You are simply threatening. We checked it. Okay. No such other issue. So they were going that time unruly. So they were. So we told that you can wait outside, but the kids are not ready to sit there. And they are going inside, then that time he told like that, but no such other issue.
Nolan Pinto continues to be with us. Nolan, any sort of a reaction coming in from the students who were in fact told that you will be suspended if you don't go back to your studies?
Well, Sneha, we are actually trying to speak to the students or their parents. But what's also important to note over here is what the DC tells my colleague Nagarjun, that the students were actually going unruly. This is what he says. They were not listening to the authorities. And that's the reason why the principal had no other option, because they started to come inside and protest, inside the campus and protest. He had no other option but to actually say that they were suspended. So until further notice, that is also there, and that they cannot enter the campus. This is what has happened. But after this information came out and after your channel has broken this, as of now, the authorities are clearly saying that this was just a verbal order. It was used in a way of threatening them. So we are trying to actually speak to the students to find out if the verbal order has been rescinded by the school authorities over there.